Thank you, and greetings from California. For those that don't know me, my name is Martyn Williams and I run the North Korea Tech blog. I'd like to apologize for not being with you today. I love going to Seoul and usually jump at any chance to go, but unfortunately not this time. And also, I'm sorry that I can't speak to you in Korean. I wish I could, but we're going to have to do this one in English. I started North Korea Tech 6 years ago, right when the internet first became available in North Korea. For a long time, I'd been fascinated by the way that the government controlled the country, the propaganda apparatus that gave people news from only one source and completely blocked out news and information from outside of the country. When the internet went in, I started gathering information and decided to start a blog because I had all these little small pieces of information about the media and about the IT in the country and about the censorship. So that was the start of the blog. So I found it a little bit ironic when in March the blog was blocked in South Korea. It wasn't the authoritarian, totalitarian North Korean government that was upset with what I was doing. It was the supposed democracy of South Korea. So that's why I decided to fight this. Because first of all, I completely reject all of the accusations that are made against the blog. The idea that I support North Korea is ridiculous. Also, the idea that a small little blog like mine in English can in any way threaten the national security of a country like South Korea is also ridiculous. The website has North Korean material on it, but that's because that's how journalism works these days. And this goes right to the heart of what we're talking about, I think. Gone are the days when journalists would simply write what they believed readers needed to know or that they thought readers should know. Gone are the days when journalists would tell readers how to interpret something or how to think. These days, thanks to the internet, we can give our analysis, but then we can also provide the source materials. We can provide the raw video. We can provide the images, we can provide the audio, we can provide excerpts, and we can leave it up to our readers to determine if they agree with us or if they have their own opinion. Really, to force one opinion on them and to not let them think for themselves is really getting back to the censorship that we're talking about in North Korea. That's what the North Korean government does. It tells people what's going on. It doesn't allow them access to any of the information that would allow them to form their own opinions. So that's one of the reasons why I think this is important, and one of the reasons, and the reason rather, why I'm fighting this. So thank you to OpenNet, and thank you to the Korea Internet Transparency Report and the wonderful Son Ji-won for helping me with the appeal, which we lost, and the lawsuit, which has now been filed. I remain confident that if a judge looks at this, they'll really see that the website isn't promoting North Korea, it's analysis. And that by providing this information, it's not endangering South Korea's national security. If anything, it's strengthening the democracy, because the sign of a strong democracy is a vigorous public debate and freedom of speech. That's the problem with internet censorship laws like this. They erode at the very foundation of a democracy. So that's why I think the work that OpenNet is doing is very important. The greater question of the national security law and of censorship in South Korea is not one for me to fight. I'm not South Korean, I don't live in the country, and I don't presume to be able to come in and tell people what I think is best. So I'm definitely going to fight for my blog, and then I'm going to give you all the encouragement you need to take this fight to the South Korean public and to convince them and persuade them and educate them about why the system of censorship is bad. I think once they understand that, and once they realize that, and once they get support, then I think we can affect change. And that's why the work that OpenNet and all of you people are doing is very important. So thank you again for this opportunity to speak. I hope to see you all when I come to Seoul. And in the meantime, I wish I could be there for the panel discussion, but I hope my comments will spark some debate. Thank you.